hosted by A.F.F. and Dr. Dave Coy.
Welcome to the Undead Hour Show, Season 2, Episode 5, with me, Dr. Dave Coyne. As always, I'm with my undead brother from another mother, A.F.F.
Yo!
And our two very, very special guests, very good friends of ours, amazing artists in their own right. We have Ohora and Lena Hammer. How you doing, guys?
Hello.
Hey!
Good, super good.
Amazing. Thank you guys so much for coming on. We're going to have a really great time, roundtable discussions, going to get into your journeys, how you fell into this space, and also, what you've been up to and what you've got coming up. So that will be really interesting for our listeners to hear. People who listen to the show regularly, but also people who are in the Web2 space and now dipping their toes into Web3. And giving you guys a spotlight so they know exactly who you are. But let me first get to A.F.F. How are you doing, my brother? Everything cool?
So good, yes. I just celebrated Thanksgiving here in the United States.
Of course. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody over the pond and everyone who celebrates it.
It's really a great holiday. The foundation of it kind of irks me, whereas we wiped out an entire people and stole their land. But the family values portion of the holiday is very high. It's one of my favorite holidays. I love spending time with the family. I was at my parents' house for 12 hours yesterday, cooking, cleaning, laying on the recliner, petting their dog, listening to everyone snore around me, and watching football. The great American pastime where they throw a ball with their hands. In case you didn't know.
So rugby, basically.
Sort of. Yes.
Well, did you have some nice dry turkey or was it moist?
Dude. Moist. It was. My dad did the cooking of the turkey.
God.
And it was so good.
God.
We killed it. Me and Pa A.F.F. really we slayed in the kitchen, so it was a good time.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Everybody else had a Thursday?
Yeah, we don't celebrate over here in the UK.
Me neither.
Okay.
No.
Not a thing at all.
No, we don't celebrate either. We celebrate with you guys like over the internet and say Happy Thanksgiving and enjoy your moist turkeys and all that, but we don't celebrate it over here.
It's largely meaningless, to us Europeans, A.F.F. So
it's largely meaningless to us as well. Yeah. I mean.
But if we continue on what you guys do over there, I'm thankful for you, for being in my life, for you, Ohora, for you, Lena.
Likewise, Dave.
In fact, A.F.F., you're the only person that I've not met in real life yet. Can you believe it?
Really? How is that possible?
I don't know.
Get that passport, dude.
Fucking right. I mean, come on. She's now saying it. Hang on.
Oh my god. Every episode. One of these times I'm going to surprise you guys.
It's Ohora, I've met you now twice. Lena, I've actually lost count now the number of times we've met up and gone out. So
well. I mean, Lena's just everywhere. I met her the most as well. Like, I don't know, 4 times or so. But I didn't meet A.F.F. as well.
I need to leave the northeast of the United States.
You have to.
I have to. I made it to Miami once, but none of you guys showed. So 2025 looks like it might be a good year for us.
Yes.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think A.F.F. we've been both in Miami, but back then I didn't know about your existence yet. And the other way around as well. So
Same, yeah.
That's how you say it as well. Existence.
We just missed each other.
Yep. You didn't even know you were alive.
No, exactly.
Wow. So you were at Fuck It Miami?
Yeah, that was my first event.
Oh, wow.
Me too. Dang, well, I wish we linked up. Maybe next time.
Well, you did some of the audiovisual side, didn't you, at Fucking Miami?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's basically how I got into the space, more or less. Yeah, that was 2021, and I still remember Buffalo was with a friend of mine, Beacon. The older guys in the space still know Beacon, and we were working on a project. And then one day, Buffalo said he needs some kind of emergency visuals for his event, and I said I want to do that.
And this is Buffalo, the founder of Fuck It Productions, the best
Yeah.
Web3 events and entertainment company in the space, just so people are aware what that is and who he is.
Exactly. And then we did that, and he said, "Why don't you come over to the event?" And I was like, "Okay, I mean, why not?" And then I showed up in Miami, and there was the first time where I met everybody more or less. But I was so new to the space, I didn't know anyone. So I got, luckily, I'm super thankful for that. Buffalo and Beacon introduced me to everybody, and Avi Slash as well. So those were my first steps, and then I kind of stick with Buffalo, and now I'm luckily one of the core parts of Fuck It Productions and all of the other events, which were great to go to and meet everybody.
100%. Lena, when was your first kind of in real life meet up with the degenery, with the degens
Oh my
of the
God.
space?
Well, my first meetup with Web3 in real life was actually Bitcoin 2022. So that was more the DeFi part. But my first meetup with the cartel people and everybody in our circle, that was actually at the embassy. So for those who don't know, the embassy was a seasonal retreat for apes that Nova Labs launched. And I met Avi Slash in Madrid.
Legend.
I think it was I think we met in Madrid. That was the first person that I met from our group of people. And we went out, had some dinner and drinks in Madrid, and then we flew together to Ibiza, where the embassy was. And and then I got to the embassy. I booked 5 days there, which was the maximum amount of days you could book. And then there was availability to stay longer. So I just, I was like, fuck yeah, book me in, So I stayed there for a whole fucking month. And it was so wild because it was like Hotel California. People left and they came back.
I love that.
And it was just
you can check
so
out anytime
surreal.
you like, but you can never leave.
Exactly.
I love that.
So, and I think after that was in Paris. That was NFT Paris, where I met you guys, not A.F.F.
Not A.F.F, no.
But you guys.
he was alone in the north part of America.
You guys actually called me, though, with a FaceTime
we did,
and some howls, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There might have been...
true, I remember as well.
Yeah. I think we did that also to increase the FOMO on your side.
It worked. I
was
was crying.
It
I was crying
just
into my tacos as you guys all howled from the other end of the phone.
It was not just a kindness, sir. So.
Now I see. It was just to rub it in. Okay. Well, I treasure those moments still.
Man.
So NFT Paris was amazing. We were running around the entire time. That was cool.
It was crazy. It was crazy busy. I can't wait for February as well, because we can do it all over again.
Yeah.
So A.F.F, are you coming this year in February? Oh, come on. What are you doing? What
dude?
Is he coming?
In the US that you're not leaving?
No chance.
No chance.
So February is peak winter here, which makes it my least favorite season to travel. The airport, all of the things in the snow, getting there in the freezing, it's just terrible. Unless I'm going to an island.
I'm not accepting your excuses.
All right, you're right. It's just excuses. I'm not going to have my passport together by then, though. I just
shit.
Oh, my God.
I mean, but in April, or no, May or something like that in Lisbon, the NFC Lisbon, you can come there.
There's another one?
It's still Europe, and you still need a passport.
I know.
Yeah, but that's 6 months from now.
I'm just going to fill out the paperwork now during the show.
AFF has already had 12 months to try and get it sorted. So, 6 months.
I've had the paperwork in my office for at least a year.
Anyway, what did you think of our new intro music?
Amazing.
So much fun. I love
Dope,
it.
isn't it?
I love it. It reminds me of like a video game kind of vibe, like chill, laid back, but also like video gamey, but like retro video games. Been playing video games all my life, so it kind of threw me back there. And I think it goes with like the fun, light vibe we have here. I love it.
Yeah, I
Nice.
would also say very fitting to you guys into the show. So really good, and it sounds super professional.
Yeah.
Well, it is professional because it was recorded and produced by the very professional Red Hat, the MC from Mutual Made Music. So yeah,
Then
give
it's
him-
no surprise. Yeah.
yeah. So we'll give him a round of applause. Thank you, Red, for sorting us out. As he said,
Legend.
I think he called it East Coast edgy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it's definitely got that edge. So we hope all our listeners enjoyed it, because that's now going to be the regular format, the new lyrical mixture. So yeah, let's go.
Audible. Can't wait. I'm excited for it. New beats. Every show, Dave, we're just making upgrades.
We're moving forward, you know. I meant to say I've just forgotten what I was going to say.
You were going to say, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channels.
Thank
and
you.
turn on notifications.
Take that away.
Very good. Very good. I'm so proud of you guys.
Yes, please.
We're learning.
Follow our Spotify channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the bells and turn notifications on. And also on Twitter, when you see this coming out, please give it a repost and turn notice on, so you are updated as to when new episodes come out and any updates. So that would be much appreciated.
And don't forget to comment.
Yes, like and comment. We've had quite a few comments, actually. A few comments the last couple of weeks. So many from Diablito. So I've enjoyed
Only
his.
positive comments, please.
All positive, yeah.
Nothing mean.
No,
Stay away
nothing
with
mean.
those.
No. But,
Diablito! Sorry.
Legend.
Got to do it when I hear his name.
He's such a
Yeah,
nice guy.
he's super active everywhere. I
Yes.
always see him everywhere online.
Yeah. Well, now we've got a permanent fixture in our lyrical mixture with the Red Hat track for the Undead Hour Show. So hoping he might even do, you know, more than just one comment. So, and other people, that'd be awesome. But I thought actually we might talk about maybe just a bit of ApeChain vibe, since again, quite a few things have happened and are happening. Lena Ohora, how have you found the last couple of weeks? What are we now? Week four on ApeChain.
Ladies
Yes.
first.
Yeah, so I haven't been like full degen like the rest of you guys, but I've loved seeing everything going on X and across social media. You know, you feel that vibe, and you see people are so excited to be creating things again, and you know, just aping into things and you know, sharing that fun like, you know, it's like people are coming together again and really like celebrating all these things, and I find it so lovely to see. And I will definitely be aping in soon more into the ApeChain. Just been incredibly busy traveling and all, but yeah, I love to see what I'm seeing, and it was a lot of fun seeing ApeChain being launched while being at ApeFest. Like you could actually see like IRL the reactions of people and have conversations about it. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was crazy actually when we were at ApeFest, the three of us, not A.F.F, obviously, and seeing it like quite literally made live whilst Figure was on stage, whilst Garg was on stage, and you know, Top Trader kind of went live. It was crazy. But I mean, epic vibes from my side. What about you, Hora?
Oh yeah, it kind of got me like a virus since launch, and since I'm back home again. I'm not doing anything else. Like I'm literally not doing anything that is not related to ApeChain since launch.
Yeah, I mean,
so
you have this amazing Wanderlust project coming up. It looks absolutely incredible. I mean, you both are incredible artists, and you know, Lena, you are an award-winning artist. Twice you've won Thank APE prizes and rewards. Total shill. And for our listeners, Lena's logo for Thank APE was the main Thank APE logo for the whole of ApeFest in Lisbon. You know, you won that amazing accolade. So, but I just want to just ask, Ohora, because like you actually, and both you have also, like you just said, Lena, you've been traveling. Ohora, you've been traveling nonstop as well. What was the inspiration for Wanderlust?
Yeah, pretty much exactly that. So after ApeFest, I got home and I had some conversations with other founders, like Web3 Gatsby. They are doing the Rillas now, and I was thinking, what could I do? And I was brainstorming of stuff, and nothing really struck my nerve that much. And then I thought, why I'm not just doing what I'm like? Why am I not creatively expressing what I'm doing anyways, which is traveling? So it then happened relatively spontaneous. Like after having the idea the next day, I already had my Twitter account and producing artworks with that topic. So yeah, as you said, Wanderlust is about traveling, going into the distance, and everything that you are facing along the way. The good things, the negative things, feeling isolated sometimes, feeling lonely, but as well making new friends and so on. And I try to express that creatively and bring that to ApeChain. That's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Amazing, because I mean, Lena, you also, you know, as a whole, we we're just saying, you know, creative expression. So much of what you do is just that. Whether it's in the doing tattoos, whether it's curated artwork for people. What's your kind of process? With some of the work that you've done.
I'm very inspired by things I see around me. So when it comes to tattooing, it's a lot of like inspired by architecture and things I've seen like traveling around. Obviously, I have clients that want specific things as well, so I kind of have to adapt my style to that. But when it comes to my digital art, I'm very inspired by things I see around me. So it could be like other people, it could be video games, it could be cartoons, comics, and everything that anything I can see. Like I can see street art, I'm like, wow, that's freaking cool. Like I want to do something where like my thoughts are going back into this piece. So yeah, it could really be anything. Yeah, anything.
You spend a lot of time. We had a conversation about this a long time ago, but you do some serious rabbit holing when you're creating pieces. It seems like, because I remember you shared some stories where you were researching what was it, the sunken ship, the frozen ship.
Oh yeah, oh my god! I get so obsessed with things like. So in the cartel world, there's they have their lore, right? And then one of the backgrounds of the original A.F.F collection of the Mutant Counts, you have a ship, and it says like in the snow there, Endurance. So I was like, I have to know, like I need to know, and then I figured out like the whole story behind it, and it was Ernest Shackleton's Endurance ship, where he was sailing to the Antarctic. And then I just made like a whole recap of this and this and that and all the details, and then it came back into the lore a few months ago actually, and then I went into a rabbit hole yet again. So I'm really also like history and things like that, of that nature, putting that into my art as well. So I think that's why I'm actually very, very invested in the Mutant Cartel world, at least to begin with, was because of the lore and how deep they go with the details of the art. And I appreciate that a lot myself. So I guess that's how I ended up here.
Amazing. Yeah.
That's interesting.
That did amazing work with the lore. So,
incredible.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like the same, like with the rabbit holes and the Easter eggs and stuff. There was so much stuff that people were able to like really dive into and find common ground with and similar interest in. That some of that really snagged me as well. I think the whole Dark Fang versus Black Soot narrative really caught my interest, and it's such a divisive argument. I mean, the people who are Black Soot are ride or die, and then the Dark Fang gang is just all assembled. It's kind of funny, but it's just the interesting ways that we all related and found ourselves into the cartel. I remember
that's how we all met.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That is how all four of us have met.
Yep.
Crazy.
Ohora created those amazing art pieces with the Serum City background so long ago, and you did those Gordon Goners, which kind of like let it in.
Long ago, you're right.
It was,
which he did repost eventually.
Yeah. I know. That
Oh, I
was
love
funny.
those.
I think he actually reposted twice, and one time I was posting them, like posting the Gordon Gunner illustration until he reposts day one.
Yeah.
And on day 2 already he reposted, and then my little game was already finished.
Yeah. But the two of you have both done a small mint together before, haven't you both?
Yep. So when Ohora had released that Gordon Goner, and then you did the, wasn't it Dark Fang in the elevator?
Yeah. Exactly.
Which really fucking caught my eye. It's so dark. The movement, it's just, I don't know. It almost kind of reminded me of like Fight Club, where he goes to the top floor of the building before at the very end of the movie, where they blow up all the credit agencies. I don't know. It just gave me like this very ominous, dark vibe, and that resonates with me. So the plan was, we came up with something for the zombie horde, where Ohora created one of his amazing landscapes and then filled it with zombies from the horde. He put Carl in the background, Frankie Blue Eyes in there, like a whole bunch of stuff, the serum barrels and everything, and it just kind of like kicked off for the horde and gave us something to put out for the community and share with people, and just get a little excitement going. But that was super fun. I really liked that. I still have people hit me up for those. I just
that's good to hear.
Yeah, I just sold one like 3 days ago to a new
nice
member.
Let's go.
Yeah. So
that's
finally
awesome.
making some profit at last.
Still kicking. Yeah, and flipped that right straight into ApeCoin.
That's all right. Put it straight into ApeChain. It's funny because I did something similar, and I sold an NFT on Ethereum, obviously for a loss. But then I moved, that over to ApeChain. Bought a pretty well established NFT on ApeChain. Saw it rise up, flipped it, and made my money back. From that original loss from whatever it was 15 months ago. So it's funny how ApeChain is now almost allowing these amazing bridges to happen, and where potential layer ones may not be doing so well. So certain collections, you can find some really good plays on ApeChain. So talking about bridges, is why I've actually got my Deadfellas t-shirt on. We just saw Deadfellas bridge over to ApeChain and launch this year's Infected season, their season 4 on ApeChain. And historically it's always been on Ethereum. They're a Ethereum collection, and so to see them bridge over that idea, that whole Infected concept, which they do every single year, bringing new curated artists, and you mint one of or however many you want, I guess. But you purchase these curated pieces of work, and then obviously they raffle off one-on-ones that site's done. But to see that now go from ETH to ApeChain, well, from my point of view, I think it's fantastic just to see this movement. What do you guys think?
I hope to see them get some good reception. The Deadfellas have a pretty great following over on ETH. Their community is very tight, so it'll be interesting to see if they do all come over to ApeChain and take part. Definitely welcome that with open arms. I love that community. We had Betty on the show. Psych is a legend and hosts spaces in their Discord every week. They definitely have some cool stuff going on. They've been doing merch and stuff. They just keep pushing, so I love to see it. I definitely picked up a couple of those Deadfellows, hoping to get a one of one, but that's not usually in my mint bag.
No, not mine. Yeah,
Yeah,
I picked
but
I
it's,
picked that
it's
one.
definitely a good sign that basically the first really well-known and big NFT project is putting attention on ApeChain. And also positively, I mean, they minted out in a minute or less.
Yeah.
And Betty seems to be very happy about that.
Mm.
So she's also in a couple of the Twitter group chats from NFT groups. So she's active there. And yeah, if that is going well, then others are going to follow sooner or later. And also, it's just a question of time until one of the ApeChain native NFT projects is going to expand further and become a little bit more mainstream in the Web3 system. Maybe the G's, I would say, what Ryder is doing currently has the biggest potential to be that collection. But you never know. It just needs one project that really takes off, and then suddenly everybody is coming. But even if the growth is slowly, that is fine as well. And I would say at the moment everybody is doing great work to push it further, to develop further, and to really build something that is lasting for a while. And that is not going to be like in 2021, where suddenly the bubble bursts and then everybody is pissed and everything is in scrambles.
I mean, let's ask you, because your founder mode is now on. You could have chosen to mint on Ethereum or Solana. Why did you choose ApeChain for Wanderlust?
Yeah, that is a very good question, because I was thinking about creating a collection on ETH since 2021 actually, but somehow it didn't feel very accessible to me. For one, the technical aspects, I'm just a noob in that case. I'm an artist. I need stuff to be simple, and as well, I had the feeling that the competition is so powerful that what should I do with my little one-man project? I mean, how should I compete with the million or billion-dollar companies that are having their NFTs established? So when ApeChain came out, I had the feeling it's a playing field for everyone. Everyone is starting at the same point. It's a fresh page, and yeah, I just want to give it a go.
I mean, it makes complete sense. The hype and the stickiness is there, the trends there. Why wouldn't you? You're a mutant ape as well, so why would you not follow that side? I mean, obviously ApeChain isn't just for apes and mutants, it's for everybody. But the fact that it's so well connected in the ape culture and the ape community, backed by ApeCoin as well, backed by Yuga Labs, it does make sense.
Yeah,
it's been
absolutely.
great to see. It's been great to see how many people have actually just launched projects on ApeChain. And
I mean, crazy, right?
With how quickly it happened, I mean, it's commendable to see how many people got it together to put something out that wasn't just scribble art. So I've really enjoyed seeing the different projects that are coming out. Of course, there's lots of derivatives and ape stuff, but it's ApeChain, so it makes sense. Some of it's really fun. We've seen every variation of an ape, a monkey, or gorilla, and everything in between. But it's cool. I've been enjoying this early stage of it and seeing things fly and launch and get minted out immediately, and tons of support, and projects are supporting each other. Rita is definitely setting himself apart, in my opinion, as the founder on ApeChain. He's supporting other projects. He's helping them mint out. He's collaborating, offering whitelists. He's in the fucking Discord chats. He's in the Twitter groups. I mean, he's working really hard. So it's breathed, or it feels like it's brought new life into the NFTs and new excitement, and really got people moving. So I'm really excited to see it and see what's coming, and checking out what each project that comes out. I mean, there's so many different ones. Like we had John McTavish on last week, and he released one of the most complicated NFT projects I've seen. Like trait wise, there's like so many traits, but it's like all this beautiful artwork. So it's really cool to kind of sort through and see what the different traits are, and what the variances are, and what people are doing. So it's cool. There's some that are very simple with one trade, and then there's one like John made with 25 trades with 50 variations each. So
yeah, his is a very complex collection. Very, very complicated. Amazing art as well.
yeah.
But I mean, you mentioned the G's before. I've actually been really enjoying Leo and I Am Papito's
Papito!
X Space that they do every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern. That's the time. So if people want to listen
G's
to that,
about it.
get a G's about
Let's
it.
G's. Beep.
I mean, Leo's got obviously a great voice, great Canadian voice, but Papito has just this perfect accent, his pitch level, his excitement level, the way he says things is just hilarious, and the two together just do such a great space. I've been really enjoying it, I have to say. Have you guys listened to it much at all?
Well,
That's
yeah,
a tough one for me.
I haven't.
what?
No, I haven't.
It's middle of the workday, but
Day.
I've caught it before. Papito's energy is through the roof. Leo and him just vibe together like brilliantly. I really like the way that they fucking just feed off of each other. It's all enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Which is fun. I mean, it's the G space has been nothing but fun.
I mean, so Ohora, you've listened to it as well.
I think once, but honestly, since ApeChain, there are so many spaces.
Yeah.
Like, it's incredible. Like, there are 10 spaces every day. I can't make it to all of them, and honestly, I already start to forgot on which ones I was because it's so many.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great to see that everybody is doing their thing and contributing their thing to ApeChain and to everybody else. So it's really buzzing right now.
And I love what you said, Ohora. Like everybody's starting with like a fresh sheet, like blank pages and everything, because I feel like that's been like an onboarding process also. Like everyone's starting from scratch. So it was kind of like more room for new people that never launched anything to just start doing something. And I saw so many people like from our communities that got together with other people and launching stuff, and it's just been so much support across the whole ecosystem, and it's just so lovely to see that. And having all these X spaces and everything going on, so many that you don't even know which one you've been to, is like bringing back the old vibes, and I'm just here for it. I love it.
Oh, you're so right. I mean, I think from my point of view, ApeChain, I think, well, you just said it as well. Both of you just said it. It's allowing people that ordinarily would have found barriers and challenges in minting projects, especially with things like fees. And you used this word, accessibility. We've had the accessibility, the access to do these things. We just saw NFT very, very recently, mint out his project, the Mochiverse. And, like you said, Web3 Gatsby, yours is coming up, Wanderlust, Ahora's, I've done a couple of mints as well for Hero's Journey and Hero's Metaverse Adventure. It's allowed so many of us to be able to produce or work with people who can produce art and artwork and music and culture and give this out to the people. But it actually, from a kind of minting perspective, it doesn't cost the minter that much. I just had a recent experience transferring my Deadfellas to my Vault wallet. It was actually one on my mind that I hadn't done yet, and I paid over $6 or $7 to approve the transaction, to transfer it. Okay, and that I didn't benefit, so it was almost like a free mint, and it cost $6. I worked out based on a recent mint that I did on ApeChain for the same gas on ApeChain. I could have minted 1,300 ApeChain NFTs for that one ETH transfer. So it kind of leads me to realize there are, with now ApeChain is constant and steady, very, very popular. Everyone's using it. We're seeing this massive benefit from gas. It really, and also the speed, it really makes me look now differently at things like NFTs on Ethereum, because or interacting with NFTs on Ethereum, because it's just so much more expensive. And even with Gwei low, it's still way overshadows the cost saving on ApeChain. And we all want cost saving at the moment. You know, cycles are coming. We want more crypto in our wallets. ApeChain is providing us access to great projects and great people, great artwork, and you're not having to pay through the nose, especially not gas.
Yeah,
Do you
it,
think?
it really works. So sorry,
Go ahead.
it really works very good. Even just transacting Ape from one wallet to another, it's there in seconds, and you're paying a cent. Like it's actually the first time with crypto transactions where I'm not even looking at the transaction fee anymore, because it's so low it doesn't matter anymore. And yeah, as you said, Dave, everything on ETH, it's immediately like, why does that cost $10 transaction fee or even more? So yeah, it's a really good product, and it's a lot of fun using it.
Do you think that ApeChain would be probably like the place for NFTs now? Do you think that ETH is going to gravitate away? Do you think that we'll still see ETH mints with relevance? I mean, obviously there's collections that are still very important within the greater ecosystem that are on ETH. So like Macy's, Bases, for example, Punks. Do you think that we will continue to see ETH mints with success, or do you think that as the new chain comes, that's just kind of the meta for the time being, and maybe we'll come full circle?
For my concern, I'm not sure. I think one thing does not need to eliminate the other. I mean, ETH is so established and so big. I'm sure that's going to stay. I would say ApeChain has a marathon to go to even challenge ETH in terms of user numbers and volume and all of that. But I mean, ApeChain is having a really good start now, and if it continues a couple of years to continue like that, and they're going to be built very good projects, then who knows where it can be in a couple of years. But I would say both is going to coexist. I'm not sure about ordinals, to be honest. I kind of missed what is the benefit of having them. But with ApeChain, I see it a little bit different, I would say.
I was going to say the same thing. You know, I think Ethereum is so big, and when you look at like all the freaking volume that has been trading on ETH in the NFT world, and when you look at ApeChain, of course, it's a really good start. But I think, you know, we are in our communities, which is heavily in the Bored Apes Yacht Club ecosystem, and the NFT world is so much bigger than that. So I think that, you know, it's always going to be Ethereum. I think it's always going to be probably, you know, Polygon and other chains as well. But I think that ApeChain had a really good head start. And as far as ordinals goes, I think that's going to still be there. And I think it's going to be even more of it later on, maybe more for the like tech-oriented people. But yeah, I think it's space for everyone, you know. And as we onboard more people over to the crypto space and NFT space, I think it's definitely space for all the chains.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, you've got chains like Base that are you know doing quite well and quite popular. We saw the rise of quite a large, significant number of NFTs on Solana, and that went sky high a number of months ago. Ordinals, I do see the benefit purely because you're owning also the rarity of the sats, and and that's I guess like your point, about the technical side. If technical people understand how the rarities work and the timestamps and what you're actually getting, and also the fact that the artwork is actually minted on chain, whereas even on ApeChain, it's not actually on the chain. It's still sitting in a file server somewhere. So it's the transactions obviously is on change and everything. But that's one thing I love about Ordinal is that it's all on Bitcoin. The image, you get the rarity as well as the art. And I absolutely was sleeping.
Sorry about that. I think there's a bomb going off here.
I was like,
What's burning?
is that my side? I've never heard that beat before.
I'm so sorry. That was
That's
just
fine.
my heater.
Microwave's done.
Yeah, ding! It's your Thanksgiving
Pause
turkey
that
dinner in the microwave.
That was my moist turkey.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be super moist, in the microwave, especially if you put a plate on top. All that steam keeps skin's going to be just all floppy.
Oh my God.
Lovely.
Oh my God.
No one wants floppy skin. What was I saying?
I don't know.
I don't know. Bitcoin ordinals.
You sold me on
Yeah.
this, Dave. The rarity of the sets
Yeah,
is going to
Yeah.
make these Bitcoin ordinals inherently worthwhile.
we made some money, baby. We made a bit of money.
We did?
Well, I
I don't know that we did.
no. We lost more actually than we spent. But
I still
You know,
I still got my bid apes.
it's-
Don't worry.
yeah, I still got a couple of those. So you never know. But now, I mean, now you're seeing so many ape derivatives on ApeChain
I
that
can't do it. I can't
I
bring
mean-
myself to buy one because I already did this on Bitcoin and they went to zero and I just can't. I can't do it again.
well, for half an hour they didn't. Half an hour they mooned. That
And then
one pocket.
Dave phoned me 29 minutes into that half hour and was like, "Mate, you should probably sell those. They're listed again. I already sold 3 of mine for 1,000 each."
It was crazy. But this is a good example. Of you're never going to catch everything, and it's so
Right.
you miss things all the time. ApeChain has been so intense.
Yeah.
Not so much, I guess, in the last week. I definitely feel things have slowed down. The number of projects that are being launched has slowed down. But those first 2 weeks and 3 weeks, I couldn't keep up. Like you said, Ohora, there's a Twitter space for everything.
There's a
I
group
just
chat for everything.
couldn't. Yeah, I was spending so much time looking at my phone, going, oh my God, another minute's coming out. Oh, another minute's coming out. Oh, another minute's coming out. And you just like instantly, your focus attention is about, a minute and a half. Then as soon as you mint it, it's like, oh, okay, done that now. And then like, oh my God, I got that one out today in 45 minutes or 2 hours or tomorrow.
Yeah.
It was that constant churn. And it was really, I found it really intense, actually. It was crazy just to keep up with everything.
It was. Actually, right now, I have the feeling it's changing a little bit. I noticed the last couple of days. I mean, it's so young, so it's literally changing daily. The last couple of days I noticed were the first time that projects right after mint were not above mint price anymore.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Before that, it was basically more or less a guaranteed bet. If you get on a whitelist or something like that and you sell right after, you've got a 2x or 3x automatically. And now for the first time, you see collections that are way below the actual mint price. So I think people got a little bit saturated with all of that new stuff coming, and you just buy it, and then everybody's having their 400, 500 ApeChain NFTs because they are also so cheap. But what are you going to do with it afterwards? So it's changing slowly, and I'm hoping that maybe in the future there are a couple less projects on ApeChain coming, but therefore a little bit better worked out projects with. I'm a fan of utility, so I would like to see projects with utility where the creators think about what value can they provide for their minters with their projects. So let's see what else is coming in the next couple of months.
I mean, obviously, with things like G's, the utility has access to probably Dashbow and other side, and
exactly,
Reader,
stuff like that. I think
Reader's
that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, Reader and the team to be able to provide that. That's why I think they're super high value, and also valuable. So both valuable and valued. I guess things like monkeys. I don't think there is much utility other than obviously the community side and the artwork, and Blue and Dim do an amazing job front running that community off their own backs.
Yeah, I think it's because of those two.
Yeah,
Honestly, I don't even know who the actual leader
No.
of the monkeys is.
I don't think
It's
anyone does.
those two. It's them.
But I mean, Blue and Dim, I've met Blue many times. UK Ape Club strong, and Dim, obviously, he's so well known and so successful in the ApeCoin DAO and the ApeCoin Crate Assembly. And I mean, Lena, you've done some work with him, haven't you? Do you wanna show everybody what you've done?
Let's do it.
Skateboard.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited about this piece, actually.
I'll give you some sort of intro
Drum
here.
roll.
I'm gonna
thank you.
click this button. I'm gonna see what it does.
Are you guys ready?
Let me try another one. Hang on.
Woo!
Oh, there we go. Look at that.
Yeah,
Yo.
that looks
Wow.
super cool.
Oh my god.
That
I
looks
mean, how cool
absolutely
is this
insane.
thing?
Yeah.
It looks absolutely insane.
How
And
many decks did you print?
So it's this is number 6 of 26. You can see here.
Yeah.
Sick.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
Frank and Bombay on the back, isn't it?
Yeah, this is Frank and Bombay.
Yeah.
Which is the mutant version of Dr. Bombay, which is owned by
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg. He created a whole brand around it. So we did a skateboard deck for Dim's brand Sanj. So you have his I don't know if you see it. You have his
Yep.
logo
Yep.
here, and
Yep.
you
Yep.
also even have like a mutant cartel.
Oh, how cool's that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Love that.
nice.
I mean, I love
So,
that.
so this was a really cool piece, and it's actually already 1 year ago since Dim reached out to me, and he was like, "So let's do something together, right?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, that would be so fucking cool!" And he was like, "Yeah, so this is the vibe that I want. Just do whatever the fuck you want. Like I'm picturing like a dystopian city, Dr. Bombay with a boss pose, walking through it." Just do your thing. And I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. And then now this fall, it finally launched. And it was just such a fun process to be working with them. And met him also for the first time at NFT Paris in February.
That was the same for me too.
And that was the first time I met actually Ohora as well. Yeah, we had just a really good time. We were talking about it, getting hyped about it. And then the biggest reward is seeing it out there. You know what it's like you work with something and then you're holding it in your hands. That's the coolest feeling ever.
Yeah, I mean, I know exactly what you mean. Obviously, you did the amazing cover illustration for Heroes of Metaverse Adventure. So, there you go.
Oh,
Look at that.
she's got it on hand.
There we go.
am prepared.
Yeah,
let's spin it around.
Lena got an entire stack around the camera. Like,
gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean,
that was also, and that's almost like a year ago since we discussed this even, and that was the first time I heard about Heroes Metaverse Adventure. And then when you asked me, I think it was this spring or something, about it, and I was like, of course I'm gonna do it. So it was a lot of fun making this, and I just love that I can just hold it in my hands, like we made this together, and that's what this space is about, networking and meeting people that you're, creating awesome things with.
Absolutely the alpha there. I mean, I've said this so many times before, but networking opportunities and meeting people in real life, that's why we are, such good friends, because we met each other in real life. Obviously not A.F.F. He's still excluded from that. But, it matters and makes such a massive difference. And like you said, I mean, the tangible side, I absolutely love. But I also think, for example, like with your, Wanderlust coming up, you're still going to have that tangibility, even though obviously it's going to be in digital form rather than physical form. Well, I guess unless you start delivering, printed artwork. And I would absolutely love to see those actually in full printed art size, because of the kind of watercolor style that you've done. And, everyone that I've seen reminds me of the kind of fantasy sides and Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit and that sort of journey. And obviously you've been, non-stop traveling for 6-7 months, and can see, how that has probably helped with maybe some of the influence in your ideas and concepts. But I mean, you must also be waiting to get this delivered.
Yeah, absolutely. For a couple of reasons. But I have to correct you. I'm not traveling for 6 months. I'm traveling for 4 years now. It's a little bit
Sorry.
longer.
Sorry.
But you made a
Wow.
good guess. Good guess. So
Sorry, it was
it's a
6 months
while.
from when I'd last seen you. So and you've been
Yeah,
traveling throughout.
Yeah, true. Yeah, also, that is actually one of the goals, to have a physical version of some of the artworks. So while I will not be able to, I guess, print out 350 pieces and send them around the world, what I was planning is, if you are collecting them, and you are collecting a certain amount of different themed artworks, that then you're going to get an art book that I'm going to produce and send it to a
that's
couple
lovely.
of people, I think. That is one of the plans that I'm having with Wanderlust. And then it depends how well it's going to develop further. I would also like to see, like in other side, some environments from my artworks that you can actually walk through it in 3D. That would be an idea that I'm having.
Very cool.
Afterwards, I want to do a PFP project that ties into the Wanderlust world, and get 3D models for that you can use them in other side.
Wow.
But that is all just speculation. Honestly, it depends on how this mint is going to go, and then how the interest continues to build up. If I notice there's a lot of interest in it, I probably can do all of that stuff. If I notice interest declines, then I probably can't do it. But yeah, I will stay flexible and see what's going to happen. And also, I don't want to overpromise on stuff that is way in the future, and that, at least at the moment, I don't have the options to finance it. So it's going to be a step-by-step process, but I'm really going to try to make it work, that you have something either in 3D that you can use, or if you're a collector and really into the art, that you can have some art books or something like that.
Wow. I mean, that is boss mode, founder mode on. That's amazing.
I'm hoping, and yeah, to your last question, I'm really looking forward for the launch. Not gonna lie, the past couple of weeks were also relatively exhausting, because I'm literally not doing anything else. I'm not seeing the outside world anymore, but it's a lot of fun, and the finish line is in sight. So yeah, hopefully going to be good.
When is the finish line? Can you give any details of when the mint is, how many pieces, what the cost is,
Sure.
where it's going to mint on?
So I'm going to mint on Believer, so BLEFER. They're super cool guys. They really support me with all of the technical aspects. The supply is going to be 350 unique artworks, and there are a couple of community collaborations within those. And if you are minting those, then you get something special. For example, an airdrop from the partnering collection and some other stuff. And I'm going to mint on either 10th of December or 1 or 2 days later, because just yesterday I received the information that Magic Eden is going to launch their token on 10th of December.
Ooh.
And probably I don't want to compete attention with Magic Eden. So around 10th of December. Mint price is not sure yet, but it's going to be like different tiers. If you get whitelist, it's going to be cheaper than public mint. And yeah, that is the plan for now. And yeah, I hope it's going to go well. And then let's see what the future brings with that.
Brilliant. Amazing.
Is there a max per wallet?
Sorry?
Is there a max mint?
Yeah, 1 per wallet.
Oh, 1 per wallet.
Yeah, because it's low volume. I love that you've kept it low.
Yeah. Also,
exclusive.
If it works out, the minting will be a little bit special. So along with the actual mint, there will be an storytelling experience that I'm going to do on Twitter. And Wanderlust has 10 different biomes that it's taking place. Like one is in the desert, the next one is in like it's looking in Norway. Others are more fantasy based. And I'm developing a story that is leading through some of those areas. And if the first episode is released on Twitter, only the NFTs that are within that zone are going to be released. The other ones are just blank pages. You can only see where the story is.
Wow.
So after 10 days, everything will be revealed, and you can start picking which zones you want to collect or which ones you don't want to collect. So yeah, with the supply and with releasing everything step by step, I hope that on the secondary market there will be some interest in trading the collection, and yeah, for the guys that want to collect the pieces, that they are going to have fun with that as well.
Brilliant.
Nice.
Wow, that's so exciting. That's very, very complex as well. So that kind of a
I
story
don't know
based.
why I always have to make stuff complicated for me. I'm horrible. Like,
Yeah, but what a great experience though for the users.
it's so I'm telling you, it's a burden sometimes. Like 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, I was like, okay, let's do that tiny collection. I was planning with 150 pieces or so, and then I was like, no, let's do 350, and then no, let's do storytelling. No, let's do the storytelling with animated videos. And I'm always in this complete pressuring myself for no reason. Nobody's telling me like do this, do that. It's always myself. But yeah, soon it's done, and then I hope everybody's going to like it.
You know, you're a deeply creative soul, and it's just bottomless. It's just never gonna end. If you have that creativity, it's just gonna
True.
go and in those rabbit holes, and God knows where it's gonna take you. But I just gotta say, like, hats off for you for doing all of this by yourself, because I know
Thank
that
you.
is not easy. So, like, you know, applause to you, because that is such it's so much commitment, it's so much work, and you got to keep your eyes everywhere. And yeah, really I'm impressed by you.
Thank you very much. That's very good to hear.
I'm very
Fair
excited
points.
for this collection. It's going to be
Me
really
too.
awesome.
I'm really, really excited. I'm really excited for to see the Wonderbar Wanderlust finally get revealed.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Me too. I'm excited.
Yeah, no, we'll
I
be
heard,
proud, mate.
the alpha on the street was that Wanderlust was actually gonna turn into a travel agency in the future, and the
Right.
holding
Get
the
your
2025.
pieces,
passport.
holding
Yeah.
the pieces would get you all expenses paid tickets to destinations with Ohora. So
Yeah, 100% confirmed.
nice,
Next month we're gonna launch.
perfect.
Love
More
that.
reason for passport. Let's
Yeah.
go.
What about you, Lena? I mean, what have you got? What have you got coming? You know, you've
Yeah, Lena, come on, your
yeah, you
collection
must
on
have.
ApeChain, you have to do something.
Oh man, I feel like I got my fingers in so many pies, you know. I think I will not launch something on ApeChain as for now, but who knows if like somebody reach out to me and say, hey, you want to do this? And it sounds like something that I really want to do. I'm not going to exclude it. But right now I'm working on like some one-on-one derivatives from different kind of clients. And yeah, and also I got my hands full, you know, with the Serum Steering Committee and everything that revolves around this. And, you know, just trying to keep my life together, having a life besides Web3 as well. So, yeah, we will see where the wind will take me.
Love that.
I keep trying to get Lena to launch a collection, which I can't name. She
Yeah.
obviously isn't excited about that one yet.
I don't know which one. We had so many ideas. Is it something you can eat, or is it the other thing with the something that goes over the other thing?
That thing.
Yeah.
Not the one you can eat. Maybe we can incorporate them. Let's.
Oh my god, that would be spicy.
Yes. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like I'm not like against launching anything. It's just that right now I'm just testing the waters. I'm just seeing, where things will go and how the temperature is looking like. And like I said, got so many other things going on right now. So I'm trying to not, obviously I love pie, but having my fingers in too many at the same time is maybe not the best thing.
Yeah, you got to find a balance.
Speaking
exactly.
of watching where it goes and how it's doing, what's your, everybody this question, but what do you think the temperature is? Where do you think it's going? What do you think it looks like?
As far as
ApeChain and projects launching,
I think that what people should maybe be mindful of when they're launching something that they want to last, it's like try to make it sustainable. Look a little bit further than just the launch. What comes after. If people want to commit to that and create something sustainable that can last for a long time, I think that ApeChain has a better chance of thriving more. Like Ohora, he has a plan of this launch, but he has so many other things that he want to do after. Without committing to it now, like there are options. So, just get creative and see what else you can do with your project that you're launching on ApeChain. And I think that it can thrive. But it's the same goes for like any kind of chain. Look for sustainability. And when more people are doing that, I think the whole ecosystem as a whole can thrive for a long time. That's my take.
Yeah, I would say exactly what Line just said. I think right now we're in the hype phase, but also people are starting to get a little bit bored by all of that new stuff, and they are finding out, okay, with all of the stuff they are minting, probably they don't find anybody anymore they can sell it to, and then they are sitting on their hundreds of NFTs. So it's going to change a little bit, but I would say let's say I'm very excited to see where we're going to be in a year or in 2 years with that whole thing. And I think there are so many people that are really at the top of their game, and they really know what they are doing, and they really want to support and push ApeChain in general. So I would say in general we're in good hands with that whole thing. And I mean it can't, like, it's going to be in waves, I would say, like everything. There are going to be ups and downs, but in general, I would say it's looking pretty good for the future.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything you guys have said. I think, I'd like to see. I mean, it's already slowed down, so I find it. I can manage what's going on far better than it was a few weeks ago. I think, like you both said, as long as you're providing great artwork, community feel, some utility as well. If it's valuable, or not as in financially, but if it's something that's really super cool, providing that added value. That was what I was meant to say. That added value. That those are the things that I think will add to the longevity, as well as mint prices. The gas not even being an issue, like you said, Ohora, before. You don't even look at the gas. Whereas I'm sure when you were buying your MAYC, and it was the same for me, you were checking how much gas was, because it kind of decided whether you could pull the pin or not. So I love the fact that we don't have to worry about those sorts of things, and also the speed as well, like you mentioned. I just loving the vibe and just want to see that continue. Loving seeing so many of my friends, like you as well, Ohora, just be able to deliver something that, like you said, might have been less achievable and certainly more barriers on Ethereum, but you can do it with ApeChain. Seeing, Web3 and Kaguri, the Rilla's team from Albara, Loki Labs, just really, really seeing everyone really get behind them on their collection, both the Pixel version and the DPix versions. It's great to see so many of us in our community who we know and have spent a lot of time with, and drinking with become
Yeah,
founders
for sure.
and have some successes. So that's something that I really love about ApeChain is
Yeah, and there are
that.
already some really cute success stories. For example, it comes to my mind. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Isvers, the guy who did the cons.
Yeah.
How are they called? The Mitch Khan.
Mitch Khan, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, afterwards he quit his regular job
Oh,
and
wow.
is doing Web3 full time now. So for him, it definitely changed his life, at least on the short term. You never know how it's going to go. With the Albara guys as well, they had basically very different plans with their project before ApeChain came up, and then suddenly, I think the first week after, they were launching the first ApeChain NFT project, and now they've got their second one. So yeah, it already happened that it's changing things, hopefully to the better, I would say.
And great to see our friend Jacopo Lanza
Oh yeah, Jack
do
as
the
well.
artwork for DPix as well, because that was a surprise. Although I kind of, when I saw the kind of the hands and the feet, I thought to myself when there's on the DPix ones, the teasers, I was like, those look really familiar, and of course that's why they look really familiar, because that's kind of Jack's style, the way he does his hands. So when they did say it was Jack, I was like, of course, now that makes sense. So again, so great to see him, being part of that team and that success as well.
I don't know how Jack is doing that. Like, he's in how many projects already on ApeChain? Like 4, 5, 6? Like,
does not sleep.
everyone. No,
He
literally, he
sleep.
doesn't.
Like you said today, Disco's a vampire.
Yeah. Yesterday, I think it was 4 at night or so. I was late, up late as well. But I've seen in our Discord with Pocket Productions, of course, Jack is online as well. Like, he's not sleeping.
No. Can't sleep, won't sleep, never sleep.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes, isn't it?
Love it.
Cool. Any final kind of words or comments you guys want to say? Because I think we might start looking to up the show. Anything that you might want to say to people who are just dipping their toes into Web3, who are maybe in Web2 and listen to this on Spotify? Anything that comes to mind? That'll be good to know. Ladies first, Lena.
Yeah,
you got
sorry,
anything?
I had to plug up my microphone. Yeah, like if you are thinking about it, just don't think anymore. Just go in, just vibe with people. If you're curious about it, it's definitely worth it to just take that step and find yourself a community and have fun with it. You can learn along the way because there are so many helpful people out there that are willing to do their best to answer your questions, and you will find new friends even. So and if you are looking to start a project, getting into a community and start to mingle and network would be definitely a great ground to start on to get into the space. Yeah, I think that's my 2 cents on getting onto Web3.
Amazing.
100% what Lena said.
Yeah.
I have nothing to add to that. Just to you guys, see you in NFT Paris, everyone besides A.F.F.
I mean, one day, I think that's going to happen. I've got to play this because it's actually probably one of the best tracks on here. It's at your expense, A.F.F. One day, the 4 of us. But yeah,
Yes.
NFT Paris is going to be
Yes,
absolutely sick. But no, I completely agree.
Maybe. I mean, it's not confirmed. It's just a rumor. But ApeFest next year could be in Vegas. Nobody knows, but it's a rumor. So even if there are still passport problems, we could all make it over there.
Where
Then
is
we
it?
can, the 4 of us, drink a beer.
Oh my
Vegas,
god, that would be
maybe.
wild.
It's only a big maybe.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
No,
Specific.
that would be amazing.
Have you guys been to Vegas before?
Nah.
No. Lena, you haven't? You've been,
I have been everywhere. I just haven't been to Vegas, but I might be going to Vegas in May. So we will see.
Ah, okay.
Oh, interesting. I've been to Vegas 3 times, so I can tour you guys around. 2 of my trips were within 2 weeks of each other because I had so much
Oh
darn
my
fun
God.
the first time.
Sounds
So you
perfect.
just returned? You were like, fuck yeah, this is
D-Gen.
awesome.
D-Gen. All my friends were
sorry.
just like, dude, we need to do that again.
Don't worry about it.
So we
Go with
did.
the flow. We go with the
Yeah,
flow.
it's fine. It's fine.
No,
You're
but
fine.
doesn't matter about background noise.
It's fine. It's I mean, we could be the G's space with a fire alarm going off in the
Yeah.
background for
Let's
fucking
G's
2
about
years.
it.
Beep.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Beep.
Just hearing that, it was driving me nuts. It sounded like someone was running on a
I
basketball
know, it's
court with
very
trainers. That squeak you
Papito.
get.
And he's not. He promised us he was going to change it. He promised
Mhm.
us, and now he's like, I don't know. People kind of recognize me by it. I might just leave it. It's been going for 2 years, Papito. 2 years.
I don't know how it's possible.
I couldn't. Anyway,
No.
everything that's going on in ApeChain is very exciting. I've been having so much fun over there. I love supporting people, minting, taking part in all the fun stuff that's happening. We've been running the gamut of insanity, and like Dave said, we're finally able to catch our breaths a little. Honestly, you guys, the ApeChain insanity I minted while driving. I minted at work. I minted in the shower. It's fucking ridiculous. I need to get my life back. So things slowing down a little bit is kind of okay with me. Definitely looking forward to seeing what happens. Looking forward to Wanderlust. It's nice for me to be able to kind of keep track of things again. This show might have a more regular cadence where we're not freaking out to try to catch up with things. Although Dave was minting right before the show, apparently, and I forgot and missed out. So now Mochiverse is minted out without me. I'll be waiting for secondary, but excited to see that. And lots coming in the future. Many projects coming out. We got the SSC activity going down. Excited to see what goes on with that. I don't know how many of I expect to see all of your faces participating in that in the future. Big things coming. Lena's been working on the logo.
Oh, yes. I mean, we have been working on the logo.
I don't know.
So that should be revealed pretty soon, I guess. Just finishing touches, and it's ready to go.
Amazing.
Yeah, that was pretty exciting. I really enjoyed being a part of that and seeing a little cartel write up about us and stuff. It was cool to see. And I actually had one of the ranked members hit me up as he's trying to start like a Twitter, almost like a diary of like his cartel journey, but then wants to include other people's. So he was hitting me up and like, what is your greatest accomplishments that you feel proud of within the cartel? I was like, wow, it's pretty cool to have somebody hit me up regarding something like that. Whereas, I don't know, as you're going through these things and creating and building and vibing with each other, it doesn't seem so significant. But for someone to step away and look at it and be like, dude, can you tell me about that thing that you did? And I'm just like,
that's awesome.
Yeah, of course. Love to. But I mean, yeah, so it's fun. It's been really fun. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what we can do together in the future.
So excited for that.
Amazing.
All of us.
Let's go.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Well, I wanted to thank you, Lena, and you, Ohora, for coming on the show today. Your your X handles are in the description. So people listening, please follow these legends and reach out to them as well. If you need any curated work, I'm sure they're all available in DMs. And also check out Ahora's Wanderlust projects in his bio on his handle, on his account for his upcoming mint. Legends to be here. Thank you so much for spending the day with us, or spending the last couple of hours with us. A.F.F, you got any parting words?
Have a good week. Happy, don't miss us on Mutant Monday, 12 p.m. Oh, I'm sorry, 3 p.m. Eastern at our new time. Myself, Leo, and Vanguard, and the Mutant Cartel, who no longer posts spaces in advance because we continue to get rugged by X. So just follow the page. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be, I think we'll have a little bit more of a calm week this week. So looking forward to that. I have some time off. A.F.F has some vacation this week. A.F.F has a trip around the sun noted this week. So it's going to be a good week. Looking forward
Amazing.
to it. And we'll catch back up next week.
Well, this has been season 2, episode 5 of the Undead Hour Show. Please give us a follow. Please give us a like. Please comment. Please reply. Please subscribe. Turn notices on. Look after yourself and look after yourselves. And we'll see you on the other side next week.
Ow.
Take care.
Ow!
Ow!